heard him do promos.
Like,
We've seen shit.
I want him to be like he's with someone who's like, I'm in charge, and he just puts his hand. Do you feel in charge? And you just felt the difference and how he is just a very intimidating force.
But
I'm not feeling that right now.
But here's the problem. Okay, it's WWE writing. Okay, so instead of getting that Bane Ambrose, do you feel like you're in control? Or that whole thing. Okay, you had moments, you had glimpses of it when he did that final promo before the Intercontinental title match at TLC, and he basically told Seth Rollins exactly what was going to happen, and it turned out that it happened. Okay, I was like, okay, there you go, there it is. Keep that coming. Keep that Dean Ambrose coming.
And then needle in the ass.
And then no, that was even before that. You get that. You get those moments, and then you get needle in the ass. You get Seth Rollins cutting a promo, Dean Ambrose walking behind him in the background, making faces at the camera. It's like, okay, pick one and stick. Okay, are we getting stupid Bane or are we getting smart Bane? We're getting Bane. I know that. It's just the question, which one are we getting? 1 week it's stupid Bane, the next week it's smart Bane.
Welcome to the Scholars of Batman show.
Well, come on. He puts on that jacket. He puts on that jacket. What's the first thing you think of? And don't lie.
Yeah. I just didn't expect this discussion to take quite this interesting of a turn. Anyway, as this story continues on,
that was raw. That was pretty much raw. Yeah.
As the story continues on, we also cannot neglect SmackDown, and we had on this show a rather delightful exchange with John Cena and one Becky Lynch. This one was a ton of fun.
This is the John Cena that I like. Mostly because he's taken some time off. Okay, I haven't had to see him every week squashing my favorites for a good long while now. He comes out and he's actually entertaining. Like, for the first time in a while. Like, I sat there and I wasn't pissed once when he was on the screen.
The thing is, the difference between John Cena and like old like part-timers and legends from like the old days in the Attitude Era, he understands, like, he's slowly checking out of professional wrestling. He has to get the younger talent over. Guys like Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash back at the WCW,
they didn't understand.
They didn't understand that. They were trying to hold on to something that obviously they didn't have anymore. So they're just basically hooking on their names and having the younger up-and-coming talent be their underlings, and they were just refusing to get people to put people over just because, hey, I'm Hulk Hogan. I don't lose to so and so.
And I love that
John Cena is putting people over, and even in defeat, like when him and Becky were fighting Andrade Cien Almas and Selena Vega, Almas looked strong to a point where I actually kind of want to see an Almas versus Cena one-on-one match.
And there it is.
And I like the fact that during the promo, he broke the fourth wall and basically was like, I know someone's going to interrupt me. I know how this works. So who wants to be the one?
He even made fun of his hair.
I'm like,
something people online have been doing.
So it's like, so who wants to be the one? Who wants to be the one? Go ahead, come on out.
It was like, what?
And
okay, some man is gonna come out.
You know for a fact that he's the one who chose this.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who said,
I got to do a segment with
Becky Lynch. So she comes out and
basically does
is Becky Lynch.
Yeah,
is plain old Becky Lynch.
This was definitely Twitter Becky Lynch.
Yes. That was
Twitter Lynch.
I wasn't just coming for Charlotte last year. I was coming for you. because I want to be the face of that people see when they think of this company. And I was like, ooh.
Chills. I got chills, but this is kind of hot.
Yeah. And so they do the whole thing, and then Zelina Vega and Andrade Cien Almas come out, and we get that tag team match. And Becky Lynch throws John Cena out of the ring. Mm-hmm. Like, doesn't place him nicely or get him out of the ring. No, takes him, throws him out of the ring, puts the disarmer on Zelina Vega. Of course she taps. Mm-hmm. And crowd goes nuts, as you do. That's it. And then John Cena goes for the handshake. And Becky Lynch with the "You Can't See Me." I'm like,
she's a star.
This segment, everything that had to do with this segment was gold. Everything.
Just in this one segment alone, she's already solidified herself already. It's like she's already put herself in the position where she's leading Superstar of the Year for My Scully's.
And then you got
absolutely,
and then you get the backstage promo after the show that they do with John Cena, and he's like, I don't even care. She's fucking great.
Like, yeah, I'm not mad. She's awesome.
And all you need to do, WWE, is not mess it up. Just take her to WrestleMania, put her in the main event.
But didn't you know? Didn't you know? They already told Charlotte she's got a main event. WrestleMania.
I have heard murmurs of a possible triple threat.
There better fucking be a triple threat.
I'm something we talked about on the show. What was it? A couple weeks ago. Yeah, I'm convinced it's a triple threat.
It has to be. But how do they get to the triple threat? With what are they doing at the Royal Rumble with that segment that they did with Carmella, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, all showing up when Triple H went to Asuka and said, "Hey, who do you want to face at the Royal Rumble?" And then all three of them show up.
New era, new faces fighting.
That?
Yeah, did we see all three of these people fight for the SmackDown Women's title last year?
I'm like, I don't want to see Charlotte and Becky in this match because I want them to be in the Rumble. Well, because they weren't.
Well, we're getting Becky, so sorry.
Oh well.
At least it's not Carmella.
I don't think they're going to go down that road again. But elsewhere, speaking of number one contenders for titles.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
I would laugh too. But anyway, that's beside the point. Because we also have a new number one contender for the.
But do we really? But do we really?
Again, new era, new faces. But instead, we're getting AJ Styles.
But I do like how they're doing the storyline. At least if we're not gonna get a new match, okay, we're getting a different take to the storyline. Mm-hmm. I love what they're doing with AJ Styles right now. The random ass attack on Vince McMahon last week comes out this week and goes to Vince, and Shane McMahon goes to his dad. What the hell did you do? Why did you do that? Why would you unleash that beast? And AJ Styles comes in acting like he's about to apologize and then goes, no, I'm not going to apologize. You earned that.
It's also kind of weird to think about. Did it also seem like they were also setting up Mustafa Ali to be number one contender, especially after the last couple weeks?
I wouldn't
pinning Daniel Bryan.
I wouldn't say that they were setting him up to be number one contender. I just thought it was natural storyline progression. Like, he almost beat him.
He did.
He almost beat him, and he did beat him. He's probably going to get a title match in the lead up to, and AJ Styles is going to just.
I just thought they were going to put AJ Styles in the Rumble and just have him and have Bryan just basically have pretty much a filler match. Just fill the storyline. Oh yeah, Mustafa Ali.
But didn't you know they don't do that anymore? They have real... Remember Brock Lesnar versus Hardcore Holly at Royal Rumble? They don't do that anymore. They do real championship matches at the Royal Rumble now. They shouldn't do that.
When the hell did Brock Lesnar face Hardcore Holly at Rumble?
That was like 2004 or 2005.
Are you talking about when he broke his neck? With that powerbomb? Because that was a SmackDown.
No. That was on the comeback after that.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Hardcore Holly?
Yeah. It was like a mini feud.
He came back, and after the neck injury, he came back, and that was the feud. You fucked up my neck. I'm gonna take your title, and it was the filler.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember.
It was
that.
the filler
feud.
Brief. It was
very
the
brief.
Yeah, it was the 1 month filler title feud for Rumble that they no longer do. That's it. Because
there's a difference between Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar. I honestly thought this was just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Gets AJ Styles away from the title and into Rumble.
Nope.
And then Mustafa Ali is
this
display of being kind of pulling an Apollo Crews.
Yeah, what this really did was make me want to see Mustafa Ali versus Rey Mysterio immediately. That's it. What this really did. That's it.
Now I'm really pulling for Mustafa Ali. I'm consistently impressed by Mustafa Ali, and now I just want to see more of him.
It makes me want to see Buddy Murphy.
And here's the question.
On the main roster.
Here's the question. Okay, you're showing this new side of AJ Styles. Okay, you've had this new side of Daniel Bryan. Someone's character's gonna get fucked up because of this match. Because one of them has to lose. You're showing a new character. Okay, you're showing a new side of AJ Styles. Okay, a meaner, more psychotic side of AJ Styles. And you've got the greatness that is Daniel Bryan right now. Okay, yeah, I know. They're at the stage now where there's nothing you can do that will completely fuck their character. Except, I'm not so certain that's true. That's it. Because why have this match again?
That's why I thought they were doing the Mustafa Ali, just to get AJ away from the title and into a different storyline.
I'm like, if you're doing
it to Mania.
Yeah, if you're making this new character, why would you set him up to fail?
And from what it looks like, they would be setting up Styles and Orton, and Orton as the new Undertaker for Vince McMahon.
So it's like, are they setting up like Orton?
A big rumor is going around.
Orton being the reason why AJ Styles doesn't win.
That's probably going to happen. And he's being sent by Vince. Because the whole storyline right now that they're planning for Mania is AJ Styles versus Vince, but having Randy Orton be his...
Oh, good, because Vince is in his 70s. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, no.
It's basically, it's him, Randy Orton being Vince McMahon's avatar in 2K19.
Why does that work?
But it's like, I don't understand it, but it was a fatal 5-way match.
With the guys match.
With the guys that were in the match, you can't go wrong. Mm-hmm. It's like, does the winner make sense?
Yeah.
I guess. Here's the one question I have for it, though. Why did Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe have to be in a qualifying match while the other ones were just announced?
Because match.
I guess you could be like
Samoa Joe and Hardy.
I guess you could be like Mustafa Ali pinned the champion. Okay, AJ Styles. I guess
instead of getting the automatic rematch, he has to earn that title.
Yeah,
match
so
back.
it's like, okay.
And then Orton
Rey
and
Mysterio, I don't under.
It's Mysterio and Orton.
Mysterio and Orton have been feuding, so why not?
It's Mysterio and Orton because.
And then
Mysterio and Orton.
Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe because we don't know who we want.
It's because they're in a feud. So let's pull a Rusev versus Aiden English in this match and just have them have their blow-off match on an episode of SmackDown.